Cereal time, cereal time, cereal time, whoa.
You got time for Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
Kellogg's Pop-Tarts?
What's up, cereal heads? Today we're going to talk about new Pop-Tart cereal from Kellogg's. But before we get to this new Pop-Tart cereal, first we have to go back.
We have to go back!
And we're going to go all the way back to 1994 when Kellogg's first released the Pop-Tart cereal called Pop-Tarts Crunch. Now, if you're around my age or a little younger, you probably have fond memories of this cereal, even though it only lasted on shelves for about a year. It came in two flavors, frosted strawberry and frosted brown sugar cinnamon. Now, as you can see from the boxes here, the pieces look like little Pop-Tarts, or in a way, they kind of look like what we call Crave cereal today. But unlike the terrible and offensive cereal that is Crave, this stuff was really good. The texture was much lighter and crispier than Crave, not that dense, gross biscuit. And also, there was a fair amount of filling inside each of these pieces, unlike horrible Crave. Have I mentioned how much I hate Crave cereal? This Pop-Tarts Crunch cereal was actually kind of like Hidden Treasures, the General Mills cereal that was out around the same time. I actually liked Hidden Treasures more than I liked Pop-Tarts Crunch because of the flaky, crisp cereal pieces with the light frosting filling inside. I already did a video about this cereal, but I'm gonna do a follow-up where I open this 25-year-old box so we can take a look at the pieces inside. Anyway, back to Pop-Tarts Crunch. You can see here on the back of the box they explain the fictional history of this cereal. They first talk about the caveman who discovered frosting. Then they talk about the Earl of Sandwich, who discovered the filling. Then we move up to talk about a sailor and a volcano that erupted on Krakatoa, where this sailor discovered a loud crunch. Then we move down and talk about Charles Fort, who discovered sprinkling things, I guess. But none of them came up with the idea for this cereal until Edie, a young male person at Kellogg's, thought to put them all together to make Pop-Tarts Crunch. Now, I doubt there really was a Edie, but if there was, thank you for coming up with this awesome cereal. Now, Pop-Tarts Crunch also had a few commercials, but the ad campaign was kinda lame. There's this one commercial where this teenage boy plays a really painful song on his guitar in his garage. I guess they were going for that early 90s garage band or grunge type thing. But overall, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna subject you to that commercial. If you really wanna see it, just go search for it. But there was also this one featuring actress Marla Solokoff, who you might remember from Full House.
Dear Journal, no boys called. Losers. Oh, and today at breakfast, there were these Pop-Tarts. But not like toaster Pop-Tarts, little cereal Pop-Tarts. So I scope out the written there. Anyway, I tried some, and wow! To make sure I wasn't dreaming, I attempted to fly and landed on the dog. Great, it means there really is a Pop-Tart cereal.
Kellogg's Pop-Tarts Crunch cereal, part of this complete breakfast. They're Pop-Tarts for your spoon.
P.S. Elmo's okay.
Not a great ad, but it didn't matter because this stuff was delicious and popular. At least I thought it was popular because I bought many boxes of this stuff. But apparently, not many others did because they discontinued this cereal about a year later. And even though Pop-Tarts themselves continued to blaze a trail of new flavors throughout the years, we wouldn't see another Pop-Tart cereal for quite some time. Okay, hold on. I guess I forgot to talk about Pop-Tarts at the beginning of this video. There's probably too much info for me to fit all into this video, so we're just gonna run through the shorter Cliff Notes version of Pop-Tarts. Okay, so Pop-Tarts are another product of the great cereal war between Kellogg's and Post. Back around 1963, Post came up with a fruit-filled pastry that they wrapped in foil, and it would stay fresh and wouldn't spoil on your shelf. They called their new product Country Squares, but supposedly they unveiled it to the press before it was ready to be released. This gave Kellogg's, their arch rival, time to develop their own version and get it to market in a short 6 months. Kellogg's called their toaster pastry Pop-Tarts. And clearly, they won the name game, because back in the 60s, Country Squares sounded, well, kinda square, lame and unhip. Whereas Pop-Tarts was a play on pop art, a term made cool and hip by artist Andy Warhol and his giant soup cans. Post changed their Country Squares to Toast 'em Pop-Ups a year later, but it was already too late. Kellogg's had won the battle. Early commercials for Pop-Tarts featured an animated toaster named Milton, who would remain the mascot for years. And the first 4 flavors of Pop-Tarts were strawberry, blueberry, apple currant, and brown sugar cinnamon. They originally came plain without frosting until about 1967 when the first frosted Pop-Tart was released. And from there, it's been an unstoppable beast with so many limited edition flavors and varieties over the years, it's hard to keep up. I think there's well over 100 different flavors of Pop-Tarts that have been released. There are people out there who are die-hard Pop-Tart fans. My friend Dan over at Seriously.net is one of those people. I, unfortunately, am not. I know I'm gonna catch some flack for this, but I'm more of a toaster strudel kind of guy. I like that flaky, buttery pastry with the hot jelly-like filling. The dense bricks of Pop-Tarts never really get me excited. Sorry, leave all your hate in the comments. I can take it. But the cereal, I'm 100% here for. Now, as I mentioned, these were discontinued around 1995, and we wouldn't see Pop-Tart cereal again for years. But before they re-released this current version here, they actually toyed with bringing this cereal back in 2013. So apparently there were test boxes released of the strawberry Pop-Tart cereal. On this box, the cereal looked like a strange mashup between a red crackling oat bran and the Pop-Tart cereal pieces we knew and loved from Pop-Tarts Crunch. Now I don't know what happened to these boxes, maybe they were only released internally at Kellogg's, but I'm happy they didn't go with this version, because the version they did release this year looks much more like the kind we had back in 1994. You can see that once again they released two OG Pop-Tart flavors, strawberry and brown sugar cinnamon. Now in the back of these boxes you can see they have a breakdown of both flavors, and then on the bottom there they have a little maze and they advertise for Pop-Tart Bites. When this cereal was first announced last year, there was a picture floating around of a box with s'mores flavor on it. It turned out to be a fake, as it was just Krave's s'mores cereal photoshopped onto a Pop-Tarts box, which I guess is kind of scary that this cereal so closely resembles Krave's cereal that someone was able to make a convincing mock-up. Alright, too much talk, not enough cereal. Let's get down to business and open this box up. Okay, so here's what a bowl of the strawberry Pop-Tart cereal looks like. You can see they do kind of look like Crave with just a dusting of frosting and some sprinkles on them. I feel like the original frosted strawberry version of this cereal had more of a glazed sheen to the pieces. Let's see if we can see how much filling's inside these things. So there you go, have a look for yourself. Just like Crave, they're really skimping on the filling in these things. Let's hit them with some milk and give them a try. They're not bad, not bad. There's a good strawberry flavor to it, and I appreciate the sprinkles on the pieces. Yeah, it's not bad. I definitely would have appreciated some more filling inside, but overall, I like these strawberry Pop-Tarts. Let's check out the brown sugar cinnamon ones. So here's what a bowl of brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart cereal looks like. You can see they do have what looks like some brown sugar frosted on the outside of the pieces there. Let's see how much filling's in these pieces. So you can see just like the strawberry ones, there's just a small little tiny line of filling there in the middle. I don't know why they can't put more filling inside. Maybe it's part of the baking process or something, but let's give them a try with some milk. Yep, texture's just the same, so I guess it's just whether you prefer strawberry Pop-Tarts or brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. I imagine they use the same filling that they use inside of real Pop-Tarts, right? Again, I'm the wrong person to ask, but I think they taste like Pop-Tarts. Although I do think they are inferior to the original 1994 Pop-Tarts Crunch cereal. But then again, memory is a funny thing. It can be foggy and hazy and not as accurate as we think it is. In my memory, this cereal was much better back in the day. I feel like the pieces were crispier, there was more filling inside, it had a better strawberry flavor. But at the end of the day, who knows? That could just be nostalgia talking. Maybe this stuff is just the same as the 1994 version. I doubt it, but maybe. But that doesn't really matter though, because a whole new crop of young, eager cereal heads will try this new Pop-Tart cereal and either give it a big thumbs up or a big thumbs down. And ultimately, that's what will determine its fate. Will it stick around and be a new staple on the cereal shelves? Or will it go the way of the original 1994 Pop-Tarts Crunch and be gone a year from now? Right now, you should be able to find boxes of this stuff at Walmart, so head out and pick yourself up a box and let me know what you think. Will it last and endure? That's up to you. I do applaud Kellogg's for listening to the clamor of the online fans who love Pop-Tarts Crunch and demanded it be brought back. Hopefully this becomes a trend and we see some other beloved cereals rebooted and brought back to cereal shelves. I'd love to see Kellogg's bring back Big Mix cereal just because I love the mascot for that stuff. Or even something like Crunchy Logs, which came out before I was even born. I'd love to try that stuff. Fingers crossed, maybe we'll see more retro cereals re-released in the future. Okay, that's gonna do it for new Pop-Tart cereal. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay crunchy. And then they pop out of the toaster like